Today, I want to talk about love. I'm starting to think love is weak. Every time I see it now, I cringe. Like when I was a Christian, I love love. I loved it. I love that feeling. Oh, oh, I love you. Jesus loves you, and all that. And I saw people at the church today crying of how they felt love from other members. And I'm like, damn. Alright, whatever. I guess if that's what you need, bro, that's what you need, go ahead. Maybe they didn't have that breakup phase where you fully destroy your old self. Anyways, I'm starting to realize how advanced Gabby was. She did have 15 bodies before me. And I did notice, even when I was with her, she had a lot of strange behaviors that didn't seem genuine. Like her anger, her tears sometimes. Yeah, it was all just a ploy to get under my skin. But I played along with it. I let her believe. I didn't set any boundaries or anything. I just wanted to see. But that was the mistake. I let it go without correction, and I let it go into my head. Hold on. Is this? Yeah, okay. I let it go into my head, and I started to believe every word she says. I became naive. I became weak and susceptible to her lies. Even when she was cheating on me, like she was literally on the phone getting cracked by another guy. I was like, "Who's that, Gabby?" And she's like, "Dude, you're schizophrenic." I'm like, fuck, I like almost threw up. God damn. Narcissism is crazy. Whoa, that was so strange. My parents got afflicted by some kind of demons right now because I realized some human interactions are like drugs. What Gabby did to me was like drugging me with her presence all the time, making me wanting more and more until I became like a drug addict. I literally became a drug addict. And I wanted her more and more every day, and I didn't want to share her with anybody. She knew how to hook people onto her like that. How to get someone hooked on drugs. It's the craziest piece of human psychology I've ever came across. Narcissism like that is crazy. How you're able to control people like that. I was drugged. I was charmed. It was a drug. I was a drug addict, and no one else could. Everybody around me could see it. I was like a drug addict, hooked on drugs, and after the week one of dating or starting talking, like, I was hooked. Nah, I was still strong, honestly. She, but I just didn't care. I just let whatever happen happen. I'm not sure if love even exists, you know. I think this is all like a chemical response. It's a drug. It's a chemical response or something. It's a dopamine hit. And she was a master manipulator, hooking them onto drugs, hooking all the men she's been with on drugs. And if you're strong enough, you would leave, and you would set up boundaries. I don't think you should let it back into your life if she's gonna be a drug dealer. She's done this with so many guys. It's unbelievable. She has a huge ass roster now. The very least, I cared for her. But how many other men have cared for her? You know? How many men have tried to fix her problems for her? Honestly. Only she could fix her own mental issues. It's very deep and ingrained in her nervous system and her upbringing. I don't want a part of that anymore. I think love is fake and weak. You have to rely on your own self for love. I've been learning so much about narcissists and how they blame you and others. Right now, I just put my foot down in front of my parents. I'm not gonna let them yell at me anymore. I'm finally putting up boundaries for myself. No more abuse. No more abuse, even at home. Everybody's been abusing me this entire time. And honestly, I abused them as well when I was younger. But I left that. I left that role. Being a manipulator, narcissist, abuser. I guess this is my karma for doing that to my family for so long. It conditioned them. I think it's time I start showing not just boundaries and testosterone and dominance, but showing love and gratitude. I think it's time to show them a better way instead of forcing it. I used to always force it. Force my opinions and beliefs. Now I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. Life is too short to care about any of these distractions. They're all just illusions. And maybe that's why Epstein said love is a virus. It's like a mind virus. It makes you weak. But does it really make us weak? Yeah. I guess it can. I guess it can. Being attached to something can always make you weak. Being detached is the only way to become a god, I guess. As we grow up here as humans, we grow attached to things around us. Our friends, our family, our pets, our homes, our lives, our cultures, our way of living. We all form attachments to certain things. I told Gabby at the end of our relationship, after I had my ego death, I told her, I don't really have any attachments to this world anymore, except you. And that was very weak of me. Women and narcissists, they don't like attached things. I mean, I guess clingy or attachy people, I don't like them either. It signals neediness, weakness. Something in them isn't right. So I must become the most attached man there is. Focus on myself. I realized I was suffering from drug withdrawals from Gabby, my concubine. She made every interaction like a drug. I kept wanting more and more. And a few weeks in, I noticed, oh, this is debilitating. I can't even do anything. All I did was sit in my room 24/7 talking to her. So love is a drug. Should I use this for evil? This newfound information? Should I get people hooked? Who knows? Maybe it's time for me to try it. But I know when to remove them. When they get too close for my comfort. In order to detract a girl, you be nice to them. They'll run away so fast. That's what I did when I was under her influence. Influence? That's a crazy word. What do you think, guys? Does love really exist? Let me know.